Hello, this is Sherlock again, and I think I'm taking a liking to do these rambling videos. They are not scripted, so again, be patient with me. But it's kind of disappointing to have to make a video about a game that is negative the day after the game releases. So what happens? Yesterday I did a stream playing Stella Sora. I've been looking forward to that game for a while because I like the roguelite elements, the action is not the best, but is decent enough, and I like building characters, making builds that can blow up enemies like whole screens. I like that kind of gameplay. And I really like some aspects of the game, but the main issue is that during the whole time I was streaming the game, I felt that something was off. But because I was having fun, I just simply ignored it because I didn't want to drag the mood down. It was like, okay, I'm having fun, I like the characters, the game is pretty cute, blah 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 blah. But later that day, so yesterday night, a video caught my eye, and I started to listen to the video, and at the beginning it was like, okay, I understand, the game is not very challenging, this kind of gameplay is not for everyone, but then this person got into the monetization of the game. And then this person said, I heard that the price of the gacha is double from what it was at the closed beta. So, because I played the closed beta, I went and checked my footage. And it's true. The price of the gacha went from 1500 to 3000 per 10 pool. Worse than that is that they did not adjust any rewards. So all the Stellanite, which is the gacha currency you can get in the game, is the same we were getting in the closed beta. So that feeling I had of being so starved for gacha pools was very justified, because we are basically getting Stellanite for an economy of pools in which the 10 pool was 1500, and now having to pay 3000 is so much. And I don't know at what point of development this decision was taken, but it has, to me it feels like it has to have happened like very late into development, like maybe even just a few days before the official release, because even the store prices, I play free to play, but I try to stay informed because I know there is people that may want to spend money in the games and they may ask my advice on it. And the thing is that the Stellanite prices do not make sense when the gacha is so expensive. Because to put it into perspective, if you take away the first time bonus purchase, the first time purchase bonus, you are getting not even 30 pools. You are getting 8500 Stellanite, which is not 30 pool, you are 500 off. In the old economy, you would have gotten 50 pools, which also, if I recall correctly, and I could be wrong on this, but I think that before the PT was at 100, not 120. So it made sense that $100 or euros would get you halfway to the PT. In most gacha games, to guarantee a character, you will be spending around 200 of your currency. But in Stella Sora, you're going to be spending 400. Because to get 120 pools, you need to buy 4 packs, and you will still be missing some Stellanite. So you're more likely to be spending around, I don't know, 420, 450. It is just ridiculous. And this is an issue with gacha games that I've had for a long time, and I think this has been one of the worst things that have happened to gacha games, which is the introduction of weapon banners. Weapon banners as if the game was not already limiting your gameplay by locking characters behind a huge paywall. And I know if you are free to play with good planning and saving, you can get the characters you want, but guys, let's be honest, they expect you to pay for the characters. So now you have to pay for gameplay features, the characters, and you have to pay for their weapons, because otherwise they will not be as strong as they can be. Add to that the fact that these games do not give you your characters at full power. You need multiples of them, and the same for weapons. In Stella Sora, you will be spending just for the base character and base weapon. No dupes. If you have to go to PT both times, upwards of $800 or euros. How is that possible? That's so much money. And if you want to get enough dupes of each one, you will be spending upwards of 4,000 to 5,000. That's a ridiculous amount of money. And I understand that there is some people that has that money, and there is people that spend that kind of money on gacha games. But that doesn't mean that that has to be the new normal, or that doesn't mean that is fair or right. I'm not having Stella Sora on the screen because, as I said in my community post, I'm done with the game. The trust has been completely destroyed. Even if they fix this, I don't know if I will ever be able to play the game again, because it is just around the corner that they screw us again. And I don't know if it's Joestar the issue or where the issue is, because, for example, Azur Lane has been introducing more and more monetization avenues for the game, and honestly they give you virtually nothing. But they are even double dipping in things that you had already bought. For example, if you have Noshiro, she has a swimsuit skin. If you have her swimsuit skin that is already like 20 euros or dollars, and then you go to the private quarters, which is the place in which you can interact with your characters on 3D form, and you want to invite Noshiro to the beach, you have to pay another 800 ruby to unlock her swimsuit outfit to use in the private quarters, which is around 10 euros or dollars. How is that fair? Now with the Stella Sora, changing the price of the gachas right before the launch is stupid. It's very dishonest. I feel like it's beyond low. And for as much as I like the game, the characters and the roguelite, I don't think it is good enough for me to spend my time to farm in a game that is resource starved because they want you to spend the money. And I thought at the beginning, because I have spoken about this for a long time now in the streams, and I'm feeling a little bit of gacha burnout. I'm tired of the gacha gaming cycle of logging every day to collect your resources, to save enough to hopefully get the character you want. Sometimes you can even save enough to get their weapon, which is, again, ridiculous. Thanks God, in Blue Archive we don't have a weapon banner. But for the people that spend money in these games, man, I don't know, I rather see you, if you wanna throw money at the screen, don't do it in a gacha game. Buy games. There are AAA games, indie games that are a lot cheaper and will give you so much more entertainment for your money. And if you don't want to buy a game, I don't know, throw it towards someone that can use it. I'm broke. If you want to wail on me, go ahead. I don't care. You can do it with whoever you want. But I think it's time for people to stop giving money to companies that are only preying on you. They just want your money. They see you as cattle and are enacting so many predatory practices. And now there is people that plays multiple gacha games. I don't know how can there be people that play multiple gacha games, either free to play or whale, because they are so time consuming. You could say, okay, but I can do my dailies in like 10 minutes and I'm done. Yeah, okay, but you have to do it every day. You have to do your weeklies. When there is events, you have to take part in the events. When there is raids, you have to do the raids. Sometimes you have to do them every day, sometimes you can skip them. But gacha games are games that are not meant to be basically played, because they give you every avenue you can get to skip the game, to get power without doing anything. It's just money sinks. And I think it's time for people to stop throwing money into these predatory practices. So, does this mean that I will stop doing Blue Archive videos? No. I love Blue Archive, I like the story, I like the characters. I hate the gacha. I'm burnt out of the dailies. I'm still doing them because I like the game and I want to keep doing content about it. But at the same time, I have a little bit of a hard time now playing the game because I'm burnt out of gacha. And I'm hoping that the new patch will bring interesting content and the characters look very interesting. But I don't know how long will I be able to keep engaging with the game in the fashion it needs me to do to stay up to date with it. I will still look at the characters, make reviews for them and all that stuff, but I don't know if I will keep doing the dailies. I don't know if I will keep engaging with the weeklies. I may just say screw it, I don't care if I can pull or not for the characters, and just keep covering the game in a gacha-less fashion. But man, it's getting harder and harder, because for as much as I like the game, I'm just so fatigued of the gacha gaming cycle, if you can even call that gaming. So, man, it's a hard video to make, because on one hand, I feel really bad that a game that I was looking so forward to went down the path of absolute shamelessness and freaking despicable practices. I just find it so despicable to raise the price of the gacha like that without adjusting anything and expecting people to not notice. Because that means that they think that you're stupid. They think that you are stupid enough to not notice or to not look it up, or you are not going to see the people that played the closed beta complaining about it. They just are betting on your intelligence being so low that you will engage and pay and keep funding this predatory behavior. And honestly, I cannot recommend the game. Yesterday I was recommending the game. I'm not recommending the game any longer. If you wanna play, good for you. I wish I could play it without feeling a dread while playing it. It is just so dreadful to play the game knowing that they went down that path, that they thought they could just slip the change in and no one would notice. It is just, I don't know, it feels like so scammy. So that's that. So Stella Sora officially dead to me, and probably will be dead pretty soon. I don't see this game going very far at all with those kind of practices. And man, the memes, yesterday some people was memeing saying EOS soon. At this point, I don't think it's gonna be a meme for too long, because I think 90% of the people I've seen online has been blasting the game, saying that the game is horrible. I think there is a lot of dogpiling on the game, because the gacha stuff. But there are some critiques that are also very justified. For example, that the game is not challenging, that there is no danger. It is partially true, especially the early game of Stella Sora. It's extremely underwhelming. You can blast everything, there is no real harm that can be done to you, like bosses do so little damage. You can get so powerful with so little that it is just boring. The first, I would say that until you reach, I don't know, like level 15, like player level 15 or something, the game is so easy, so boring probably, because if you are not willing to, if you don't get the fun of building the characters and you get the fun out of the challenge, the game is not for you. The game is just going to be so boring. And yeah, it's the game is probably going to die. I have no faith in the game, and even if the game keeps going for a year, I don't know. I don't see the game having a bright future if given the path they have gone. And I know some people will say like, maybe Joestar fix the gacha and fix the packages and give us more resources and compensation and all that stuff. I still don't trust them. I'm done. Like, and I think that no one should trust them again, and no one should go back to the game. If you drop the game after realizing what they are doing, do not go back to the game. We need people to not give in, because again, if they did this now, they will try to do it again in the future. Maybe they will do slow increments and hope that they can reach that price again without you complaining. Like, I'm certain that this is not going to be the first and the last issue with the game on monetization or like just fun. And when I think, man, it's so disappointing, because the closed beta, the biggest issue it had was the stamina balance or vigor, like the energy system in the game, was horrible, and the gacha rates. The gacha rates are unchanged. I don't know if I'm just getting luckier on the release that on the beta, but they feel a little bit better to me. But at the same time, I have like, it is so stupid that they address so many of the complaints we had during the closed beta and then killed it all by acting like thieves. Like, I really think that is too much. So yeah, I know I've been rambling for a while. Probably I have repeated myself too many times now. But what I want you to take out of this video, like if I have to give you the TLDR, is gachas need to see that we are not stupid, that we are not going to throw money at the screen for everything. Stella Sora acted in the most slimy way they could have, raising the price of the gacha, not rebalancing any rewards or packages. And man, if you wanna throw money at the screen, throw it at a real game. There is plenty of good anime games you could be playing without having to spend money on gacha. And if you really want to earn money, I don't know, find something else, guys. But please, like, gachas are going a little bit too far. I think the live service model is also like just hitting a point that is just too overbearing. Everything is competing for your time. Everything wants you to log in daily. They give you incentives. Like, it is just too much. When did games stop being about fun and started to be about stealing your time and money? I don't know, man. It is just stupid. I'm getting tired of this evolution of the industry. Thanks God we still have very good indie games, and there are some AAA releases that are good, but man, live services, gacha, all of it, I'm exhausted. I don't wanna see those kind of games anymore. I know I'm not going to change the world, this is not gonna reach many people, And I know a lot of people will disagree with me, and if you disagree, you can either do it respectfully on the comments or not write anything at all. But I like to hear your opinions about Stella Sora and the gacha environment in general. I do not regret playing the games I played, I do not regret playing Blue Archive, I still love Blue Archive, but I just think that gacha games have gone too far, have been going too far for a while. And I think that us as players and as consumers, we need to stand up for ourselves and say, okay, enough is enough. And if you enjoy them and you still think that they are worth your money, all power to you. But for me, I think I'm pretty much done with gacha. I don't think I will be trying 2 new games that were asked for me to try during a stream. But other than that, I think I'm not doing more gacha games. I'm sticking to Blue Archive and then doing the games I've been doing on the stream. I'm loving doing variety games. So if you want to see me play other games outside of the gacha world, come watch the streams. We have a very small but friendly community, and we would love to see you there. With that said, guys, this has been Sherlock. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.